Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu amma ba'd. Brothers and sisters, Michelle Obama said, I have seen my husband tested, and I've come to the conclusion that the office of presidency doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you are. Every day we are tested. We are tested more than ever before. And our Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, said, Inna li ummatin fitna wa fitna to ummatil mal. Every nation has a trial, a test, and the test of my ummah is money. This money is very valuable. And you know what? Everybody uses it. Did you know that the cigarette industry spends $8,900,000,000 a year to advertise their product, cigarettes? The World Health Organization said that if the nations of the world do nothing about it, by the end of the 21st century, 1 billion people would have died as a result of smoking cigarettes. And they use this. Alcohol industry spends $2 billion a year to get people to drink alcohol. 20% of the alcohol consumed in this nation is consumed by underage drinkers. 90% of the smokers in this country began smoking before the age of 18. I'm going to ask you today to show and prove all of what our speakers spoke about, Zahra and Ilham and Linda Sarsour. Let me say something about Linda. A tough young lady. Let me say something about her. I'm letting you know that those who are against Linda is against me. Number one, and number two, is my opinion, the possibility that in this hall tonight will be the first woman president of the United States of America, Muslim, Arab American, right here tonight. I'm just saying. I drove my car from New York City to Atlanta, Georgia, 900 miles. Got a chance to listen to the radio from different states: Washington, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. And I'm listening to one station, and this person, he says he's an expert on Islam. And he said it's prophesied that in the last days, God will kill Allah. This is my point. CAIR has said that there's some groups spending over $25 million a year to teach against Islam. It's more than that. I want us to do tonight what happened in Philadelphia last week. You must have heard about it. There's a woman, she's driving on Interstate 95, and she runs out of gas, And she comes right to the exit. It just so happened there was a homeless man there with a sign asking people for money. And he went to this woman and said, "Do you need help?" She said, "Yes, I ran out of gas. I don't have any money." He said, "Sit in the car." And this man had made $20. He went to the gas station, bought a container, filled it up with gas, and came back and filled the lady's car with gas. She was so thankful, she decided to get a GoFundMe page. This man had been homeless for 1.5 years, and she raised in 2 days $300,000 for that homeless man. Surely, if they can raise $300,000 for a homeless man, 34 years old, we can raise $300,000 for CAIR, 23 years. I want to find out, you see something about fundraisers? Fundraisers is in unscientific art. You don't know what's in the pocket. But I have a feeling that we have the money here. How many of you think we can raise $300,000? Raise your hand. Okay, good. I would like the first person. And I believe, personally, there's 1, 2, 3, or 4 of you have the ability to give $20,000. And when you give to CAIR, you are saying, we ain't going nowhere, we're fighting back. And how you fight back with your money. You don't fight back just talking, you fight back with your money. It's in the Quran, and everybody knows that you gotta fight back, and you fight back with money. Let me tell you something about CAIR. I remember, and you elders, I want you to bear me witness, it wasn't many years ago when Muslims were debating, oh, can we vote? Do you remember that? You remember we talked about could we vote? Nobody's talking about that now. But CAIR is the one that led the way. So we have to get involved in this elections. So brothers and sisters, let me see the honorable person tonight who will start with $20,000. I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 of you that have the ability to give $20,000 to CAIR. Who will start it out tonight? And I'm going to do this in a couple of minutes. Who will start out tonight, say, you know what, mashallah, we got one. May Allah bless the person, the best of this life and the best of the hereafter. Say, I mean, one is good, but it's not enough. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. There's a woman named Laureen Powell. She is the 25th richest person in America, the 45th richest person in the world. One woman, you know how much money she's worth? $19,900,000. $19,900 million. To put that in perspective, she's worth more than the gross national product of over 80 nations. Anyone know her? Laureen Powell? Raise your hand if you know her. You got 1 person, 2 people, 3 people know her, 4 people know her. You know why most of you don't know her? Because I gave you her maiden name. Maybe if I gave you her married name, you know who she is. Laureen Powell Jobs. Oh. I have never read in Quran or Sunnah, we got Imams here. Tell me if I'm wrong. I have never read that Allah has put a limit on how much money you can earn. You can earn as much money as you want. You want $100 billion? You get it. But Allah asks 2 questions. Number 1, min ayna iktasabahu, and number 2, fima anfaqahu. How did you earn it? How did you spend it?